Blythe Family Farms is the well-deserved Windbreak Award winner for 2017. This isn't surprising since they are following the path of their ancestors. The Blythe Ranch found its beginnings in 1890 when John Randolph Blythe put down his roots just south of White City. L.D. Blythe, Dwayne's father, received the Banker Award in 1953, and Dwayne's grandfather, L.J. Blythe, received this prestigious award in 1954. Dwayne's parents, L.D. and Lola Blythe, planted many windbreaks on the family farm. Those windbreaks have provided shade and protection to many generations of cattle, and many of them are quite old. The Blythes have trimmed and renovated them through the years and continue to place a lot of value on windbreaks. John Blythe, Dwayne's cousin, received the Goodyear Award in 1966, and Blythe Family Farms was nominated the Grassland Award in 2015 for their excellent management they do on their grasslands. Dwayne and Debbie moved the house they're in from Harrington in July of 1995, and with the help of their friends, family, and neighbors, they renovated it and moved in December of 1995. The Blythes badly needed a windbreak on top of their big hill to break the north wind to provide some energy savings. In 1996, the Blythes started digging up small cedar trees from pastures and transplanted them into their windbreak. They also purchased bare root seedlings from the Kansas Forest Service in Manhattan. There are approximately 75 trees that were planted 6 foot apart but have grown to dense rows together. The trees are mostly native eastern red cedars in 2 rows with 1 row of loosely spaced Austrian pines. The trees have flourished and grown to be over 25 foot tall. Planting windbreaks is only the first step. If you want to keep them, you must maintain the windbreaks. This takes a lot of work. The Blythes spent their first summer hauling buckets of water to the trees that was extremely exhausting. After the first year of frequent watering, they haven't had to water the cedars at all, and the pines have done well after a year or 2 of infrequent watering. Bagworms are always a problem. If not controlled, a windbreak can be lost. The Blythes monitor for bagworms and have been spraying for the past 5 years or so in the late spring when the bagworms begin to move. The Blythes' home and windbreak is 3.5 miles south of White City along Highway 4. Dwayne grew up on the family farm about a half-mile south from their house, where his mom still lives today. He graduated from Kansas State in 1987 and is a vice president and trust division manager at Central National Bank based in Junction City. It has taken several years to notice the effects of their windbreak, but now the Blythes have seen a tremendous difference in the north wind thanks to their well-established windbreak. Now when they get a big snowstorm with driving north winds, the drifts are away from the house due to the windbreak. Their windbreak beautifies the landscape and provides travel routes and good habitat for wildlife, and has enhanced the value of their property. Debbie was raised near Manhattan and graduated from K-State in 1988. After a time as the county extension ag agent for Morris County and the owner of the Prairie Post newspaper in White City, she now is the day-to-day manager of the family farm and ranch. In addition, she is a blogger and works to communicate with consumers with questions about how their food is raised. Her blog is kidscowsandgrass.com. Dwayne and Deb were married in May 1989 at the Ashland Community Church in Manhattan. They have 5 children that were raised on the ranch. Their oldest, Megan, is 26 and is in medical school at the University of Kansas in Kansas City. Allie is 24 and is a banquet manager at the Downtown Marriott Hotel in Kansas City. Trenton is 23 and has graduated from K-State and has returned to the ranch. He has opened a guided pheasant hunt outfitting service called Level Creek Outfitters. Tyler is a senior at K-State and is majoring in ag technology management, and Eric is a senior as well at K-State, majoring in animal science. Blythe Family Farms is a founding member of the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, and Debbie serves as the secretary-treasurer of that board. Sustainability means many things to people, but to them it means taking care of the land and cattle in such a way that can pass it on to the next generation in better shape than it is now. That means working in conservation and wildlife management, as well as having a grassland management plan. It also means closely monitoring the changes each year brings and evolving the plan through those changes. Debbie was selected the National Farm Mom of the Year in 2012 by the American Farmers Program of Monsanto, and consequently, the Blythe family starred in a Super Bowl commercial celebrating America's farmers in 2014. A famous quote from Theodore Roosevelt: "A people without children would face a hopeless future. A country without trees is almost as helpless." It takes generations to have a windbreak. As you can see, there is a lot of hard work that has gone into these trees by the Blythes. It's not just putting a tree in the ground, but the year-to-year maintenance to reap the rewards of a good windbreak. Blythe Family Farms is most deserving of the 2017 Windbreak Award. Thank you, Morris County Farm Bureau Association, for your sponsorship.